time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for being here with us. I am glad you're here. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much wherever you are. Please let us know you are here with us, and so we can say good morning to you. I'm glad we're here together. Yes, Sacramento is getting closer and closer. Today is the 29th. The ride is on the 23rd, so less than a month away, and I'm getting super excited about it. And please do join along. Support this close to making the goal this close. So please share with friends. Support. Donate if you can. But of course, mostly please just your supporting, your encouraging words. We're going to do this. Sacramento, here we come. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. And yes, indeed, in the process, raising money for public education here in Oakland and some schools as well in Alameda, the city next door. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you're here with us on Story Time. Excited indeed for it. And today we're reading a beautiful book, beautifully illustrated, beautifully written. And this one is coming to you from Sarah Jacoby. And you know Sarah Jacoby just gives us the best every time. And this one is called Forever or a Day. So please stick around, join in for this one, and get to enjoy it. Forever or a Day, coming to you from Sarah Jacoby. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Glad you're here with us. And of course, this is Happy Tuesday to each one of you. I hope that you have a wonderful time. If you're into tacos, yes, it is Taco Tuesday. I hope you get to enjoy and have a wonderful meal. But of course, too, hopefully we're checking in on our neighbors. Say hello, please. Just a good wave, a good morning, and we can be on our way. Life can be busy, but we can still take that minute to check in on each other. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Welcome. I'm excited for today's story. I love it. And this week, we're bringing all those favorites. Can't bring all of them. Some of my favorites here to Story Time, and we have amazing books indeed. The whole entire week is just awesome, and I'm excited for it. And of course, next week we are off for spring break, but we have one story on Tuesday. It is the launch of Angela Darton's latest book, and this one is called Show the World. And so we'll be reading this one and we'll be in conversation with Angela Darton and the illustrator Daria People. So do join me on Tuesday for that one, the only story for next week. But for now, we have amazing stories coming up, including today's story, this one from Daria People, from Sarah Jacoby. Now I'm already thinking from Sarah Jacoby, written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby, and of course read with permission from the publishers Chronicle Books of San Francisco. This one is called Forever or a Day. I hope you enjoyed it. It is a sweet book indeed. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy that wonderful story together. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Marietta. Glad you're here. How are you doing? Hello from sunny and cold Massachusetts. Well, I am glad you're here. Henry, good to see you here today for the live. I am super excited to have you here. Thank you for joining in with a little cold old buddy. I hope that together with reading this book and just saying hi to each other. I hope that you feel a whole lot better. Thank you so much for joining in. Please heal up. Hope that cold goes away soon. Go away, cold. Thank you so much for joining in, Henry, and absolutely appreciate you, buddy. Glad you're here. Hope everyone is well and having a good week. Indeed, Marietta. Thank you, Marietta and Henry, for that positive vibe. I love it. Thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you here on Story Time with us. Glad you're here. Good morning one more time. How is everything going? How are the equestrian lessons, everything that you're doing? How is that going? Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you one more time, Marietta and Henry. After a long time, good to see you back here live. Good morning to you, Baby Bia, and of course Amanda Waltman. Thank you so much for joining in, and you're saying good morning to everyone that is joining in Story Time today. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Well, my day is getting better and better. Being here with you all just makes it even better. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you're here. Thank you. Good morning to you one more time, Baby Bia and Amanda in Seattle. Gray Seattle. Hopefully those clouds clear out. Thank you so much for joining in. Auckland is gray too, but today it is projected to be sunny later on. So right now gray, but expecting the sun to be coming out. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you're here with us. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you one more time, Amanda, and of course Baby Bia joining us out in Seattle, and all the way out in Illinois, slightly cloudy Illinois. Thank you for joining in, Sarah and Nathan. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here, and of course Amanda West. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Love it that we can spend some time here together today, reading a wonderful book, and of course learning from each other and just checking in with each other forever or a day. This one coming to you from Sarah Jacoby, written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby, and we're reading it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in, and let's get ready for this one, and we'll be back on the other side of this message. Thank you for being here. Get comfortable, get cozy, and we'll be right back. Thank you for being here.
This is Anika Moroz-Reese, author of The Teacher's Pet, Watch Out for Wolf, Love Sophia on the Moon, the Anna Banana chapter book series, and Hide and Don't Seek and other very scary stories. And you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Yay, thank you, Anika. And if you've not checked out those books, please do. Awesome books. I'm loving Hide and Don't Seek. So if you're into scary stories, you know where to go. All right. Forever or a Day. This one is written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby, and we're reading it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. It is a wonderful book, I must say. Just beautiful illustrations, beautifully written too. Yeah, it's one that you have to see, even the end papers. I know. Stunning book. Do you still get physical paper at your place? What's the newspaper for your city? In Oakland, we have the Oakland Tribune. What is your paper? Forever or a Day. Written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby. Read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. If you look closely, you can see it. What is it? You can almost touch it. What is it? If you look closely, you can see it. You can almost touch it. It can be precise, like pouring the first cup of tea or picking the perfect shoe. It's especially clear when you're late. I've had a fair share of my Zambian time, so I can relate for sure. It's especially clear when you're late. Some people pay a lot of attention to it. And well, some don't. Which one are you? Some people pay a lot of attention to it, and some don't. Sometimes it's far, far away, like when you will be old, gazing out at the sea. Yes, sometimes it's far, far away, like when you will be old, gazing out at the sea. It is a drum beat. Ba-ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-dum. It is a drum beat. Ba-ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-dum. Is this what forever feels like? Is it? What does forever feel like to you? Sometimes it helps the bus arrive. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I've been at those stations at times when the bus just never comes. Perhaps it is the twitch of a whisker, or a wildly wagging tail, as quick as a heartbeat skip. Hello. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is indeed the twitch of a whisker, or a wildly wagging tail, as quick as a heartbeat skip. Hello. Oh. The more you try to hold it, the better it hides. Where does it go? The more you try to hold it, the better it hides. Where does it go? Can we stay longer? I love those moments when you just enjoy whatever you're doing and you just want it to go on and on. Can we stay longer? I wish we could stay longer for story time. Perhaps it is a ghost. It can come and go, and you never even notice it was there. Maybe. Perhaps it is a ghost. It can come and go, and you never even notice it was there. Oh, just look at that. I love Sarah Jacoby's illustrations. I've shut my eyes, gone to sleep, stared at the sun, ran backward really fast, but it keeps going. You cannot hold it. You cannot give it to someone in exchange for a snack. We've only got what we've got. How about that? I've shut my eyes, gone to sleep, stared at the sun, ran backward really fast, but it keeps going. Ba-ba-doom, ba-ba-doom. You cannot hold it. You cannot give it to someone in exchange for a snack. We've only got what we've got. Oh. Whether it's a drum beat, a whisker twitch, lost or found. Whether it's a drum beat, a whisker twitch, lost or found. I love the time I have with you. Whatever that is. I love the time I have with you. The end. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Glad you were here to enjoy that wonderful story. I just love the book so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful time today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it is a good reminder indeed to take advantage. No matter how elusive time may be, it is important to take advantage of the time that we have, because indeed, like the book says, we've got what we've got, right? So I hope that we enjoy it. I hope that it was a good reminder for us to slow down and enjoy that time that we have. Enjoy those moments that we have with each other. Enjoy the times that we spend here on Storytime together. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Forever or a day. Your time is there. Enjoy it. Enjoy it with your loved ones. Don't plan too far ahead sometimes. Just enjoy that moment. Get to enjoy it. Of course, it is important, of course, to know, to plan things, but sometimes you just need to also slow down and just enjoy it. A good hug with a loved one, and of course, a good smile as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I am absolutely thrilled that we're here together, and of course, reading amazing books like this one. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you were here with us. Please let me know you are here, whether you're joining in live or joining in for the recording. It is always a boost to my heart to see that you are here, and indeed to know that you are doing well. And of course, our friend Henry today feeling a little bit down with a little bit of a cold. I hope that goes away soon, and sending you love, and lots of care for you. Positive vibes to you, Henry. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And to everybody that was joining in, oh my goodness, hugs to you. And I hope that indeed we do enjoy this time that we spent together, and of course, enjoy the time that we have with our loved ones. Thank you for being here. And let us see one more time who was with us this morning enjoying that wonderful story. Thank you. Good to know you enjoyed it. Amanda and baby Bia say, I love that one. It is indeed a beautiful book. I went back to some of my favorites in the same realm, so enjoying those for the rest of the week. There's one I had to eliminate. One for reasons I'll share sometime soon, but like it was just so hard. It was so hard, but indeed we still have a wonderful lineup to enjoy for this week. And of course, remember too that we're off coming next week. We won't be here for story time. We'll actually be here only one day, on Tuesday for the launch of Angela Darton's new book, which is coming out, and this one is called Show the World. Yes, this one was co-created by Daria Peoples and Angela Darton, so I'm excited for this one. I hope that you can also have it very soon. Official launch date is April 5th, so we'll be here April 5th celebrating that book. But today, I hope you enjoyed the wonderful book that we had, Forever or a Day. And tomorrow we're back with another book that just allows us to have this deep thinking, to think a little bit more about the things around us and to enjoy them, and indeed just enjoy the book. It is a beautiful one. And this one you'll remember from here on Storytime, and of course maybe too at the library and wherever else you get books. This one is called Tomorrow Most Likely, and this one is written by Dave Eggers and illustrations by Lane Smith. And you know, if you have Dave Eggers, it will be a classic. So this one is a beautiful one indeed. Another one to come and join in for tomorrow and just have some wonderful time reflecting on our lives. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Time. Absolutely appreciate you. Amanda, thank you so much. Henry, all the love coming to you. Well wishes coming to you. Feel better soon, buddy. We love you, and thank you for being here on Storytime with us. Good to see you back here for the live. Thank you, Marietta. Good to see you. I am so glad you love that book. I would love your opinion to hear what you think of those illustrations from Sarah Jacoby. Just stunning indeed. Thank you so much for being here and loving having you here on Storytime. And of course, hopefully see you soon in Sacramento. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you are here. Oh my goodness. Dr. Korb, love, 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 love. Tons of love to you. Thank you so much. Always appreciate you. Thank you indeed. I think my morning just got even better. Thank you so much for joining in, Dr. Korb. Appreciate you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day today too. Thank you so much. Love it. Good morning to you one more time as well. Sarah, Amanda, West, and of course, Nathan. Thank you for joining us out in Illinois. I hope you enjoyed the book that we had for you today. But tomorrow, we will be here for tomorrow, most likely. This one coming to you from Dave Eggers and Lane Smith. And of course, it will be read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So please do join in, and I'll be glad to be here with you. Please remember, too, we're so close, so close to the meeting the fundraising goal. So please continue to share with friends, continue to support, and indeed your encouraging words are important as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we could be here indeed. I cannot tell you enough how my heart is just happy every time we're here together on Storytime, and just sending each one of you love, sending you hugs, and indeed your loved ones as well, sending them all the best wishes, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for more Storytime, whether here live or indeed if you can join us later on. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Hugs from me, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Inshallah, we'll be right here, 7 a.m. Pacific time as well as 11 a.m. Pacific time. But remember, you can always find Storytime on your archives as well as on Storytime with MrLimada.com, and also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're all over the place, so please do find us and enjoy wonderful stories. And of course, send us your recommendations as well. And of course, we enjoy seeing those and work to make sure that we bring them here to Storytime. Much love, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
He brings to life your favorite stories with his great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.